to worry about that. It's winter time. They're coming in with their boots on and there's snow and all this other stuff. And, you know, they don't want to mess up all the decorations in the house. They don't want to be bothered during the... Exactly. You know, you have, you know, aunts and uncles and cousins that come from far away and they're staying over at the house. And who wants to have to get up early, make the bed, and show the house? You know, so there's a lot of reasons why they're saying no. And they also think, what's the point of putting it on the market now when no one's going to come and look at it? It's the holidays. Who's going to be out there looking?
Well, that is the traditional thought, but I think that from our experience and our reading, that really is incorrect in these days.
I agree.
I think everything turned to an always-on mentality. A big part of that
always-on mentality, meaning because
the buyers
of the internet?
are because of tablets and smartphones and...
I want to look at a house now. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I can do that. And I can look at a house on Christmas morning, and I can look at a house in the middle of July. It doesn't matter.
It used to be that you had to almost bother a person, the realtor, to get it done. So you had to bother the realtor, then the seller. Right. Now you have to bother neither. It's all on you.
Well, that's if you're doing it virtually. So if I'm home and I'm looking at it on the internet, I can do a virtual tour, and I could look at all the photos, and I'm looking at the house anytime I want. But we're talking about people coming into the house. Are those the real buyers that are looking on the internet?
Those are the real buyers. That's what the seller, I think, should be made to understand. That if the client said, should I have the house on over the holidays, I would say, yes, definitely. Because if it's not on, then it can't be seen by virtual buyers.
Yes.
For people searching. When there's been a surge, as noted, on these listing syndication sites, Realtor.com, Zillow, where people are searching like crazy. And if they're serious, what's good about it is they could get rid of the ones, I don't like that one, I don't like that ranch, I don't like that area. So if they come, they're kind of into it. Plus, I think you have to take the buyer who comes during the holidays. They're interrupting their holidays. They could be doing 100 other things, skiing, you know, relaxing. They're more sincere. They're more looking for a house.
So you're saying that the buyer that is out there looking during the holiday season is a much more serious buyer.
Definitely. They're motivated.
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you.
And one more point on that. The buyer is in a worse position, so the seller should really enjoy that leverage in that there's many fewer homes and there's a scarcity. So if I'm the seller, and there's been studies shown that the list price to the sales price list price is higher because you have less competition.
Right.
So you can tell the buyer, listen.
And now there's a supply and demand going on. Right. Absolutely. I agree. We have a caller on the line. Deborah, are you with us?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Scott. Hi, Victoria.
Oh, Deborah Camacho. I didn't think about the... I thought I recognized the voice. How are you?
Good. Season's greetings.
Season's greetings to you. So Deborah is a realtor. And Deborah, where are you selling now? Are you selling in the Hudson Valley or in the city?
I am based out of Riverdale, covering Westchester, the Bronx, and doing a lot in Manhattan as well.
Fantastic. So what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'd like to chime in on what Scott was saying in terms of traditional. And yeah, we do talk about the traditional market, spring market, winter market, but look, yesterday was 70 degrees, so I think traditional is out the window, seasonal-wise. But really, it's so true that the serious buyers are out this time of year. We certainly have less traffic, but at the same time, we have more meaningful traffic coming through, which is very important for the sellers especially. And we are getting the question with people thinking of putting their house on the market that they just assume that they should wait for the spring market. But I always encourage them to go as soon as they're ready to list onto the market and as soon as they can show, because really the ball keeps rolling, and I would never tell anyone to hold it off the market unless there's something wrong with the house that needs to be repaired maybe for the spring. But
okay. So you said most people are thinking that the spring market is the best time to list their home.
Yeah.
And we've all been told that. Yeah. But if someone wanted to list today, you would not encourage them to wait for the spring. You would tell them to do that now. What is the main reason you would tell them to do that now?
I would do that because there are serious buyers out. Just because there might not be as much traffic even if they have a buyer that might be taking off the holiday season from their sort of part-time job of looking for a house, which is what it becomes, they are usually staying at least a little bit plugged into what comes onto the market, either through their agent, keeping abreast of things, or whatever site they like to use. And if they see something that comes up that fits their needs, you'll be surprised. They will find the time to go out and look at the house. So I really don't think they're doing themselves any risk or losing out by waiting for spring.
Okay. See, I find that the buyers that are out there during the holiday season, usually they're working on some sort of a timeline. They have to find something before a certain date. You know, maybe it's for tax purposes, or maybe it's a job relocation, because January is the #1 job relocation month, and they need to transition. And if they haven't found a house yet, you know, November, December, they really need to get this moving, because they're going to be living in a hotel if they have to move out, you know, or at least a temporary housing.
Yeah, I just got a call today of a doctor that's being relocated coming in, and they need to choose a house this weekend.
See?
They do not have the time. They have literally, you know, half a Saturday and a whole Sunday.
Right. And for that seller that's waiting for the spring market, they won't see that house. Yeah. Deborah, hold that thought. We're going to come back to you because we have to go to a break right now.
Great.
Have you ever been disappointed because something you planned went wrong at the